Bringing it in live. Here we go. Show is getting ready to start. Getting some things up and running. I'll tweak here and there as I get everything working the way it's supposed to be working. Let's see. Who do we got here? Oh, somebody else is waiting. Could be just me now. All right. Little by little, we shall see how it goes. All right. Time to take your live. Backup recording device is off and running. It's episode 300, and I've got scheduled tweets, Mailchimp Manager, exporting plugin details, and increasing speed by reducing HTTP requests. It's all coming up on WordPress plugins A to Z.
WordPress. It's the most popular content management and website solution on the internet. And with over 60,000 plugins to choose from, how do you separate the junk from the gems? Join John Overall and Marcus Couch for this weekly unrehearsed conversation about the latest and greatest in WordPress plugins. This is WordPress Plugins A to Z.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe today. Coming to you direct from the Brewery Overlook in beautiful Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. I'm John Overall. And unfortunately, Marcus can't join me yet, but hopefully he'll be back with us next week. It's been a bit confusing with me moving around the show schedule and everything else to be able to get him here due to the way his work schedule works out. And, well, it's just unfortunate. But we have landed on the new day for the show. It will be live every week going forward after this. The time might change from 12 to 2 p.m., but we're going to see how it goes. If Marcus is more amenable to 2 o'clock, it will become 2 o'clock. I kind of like the 12 noon time slot myself. At any rate, though, that being said, there, a couple of other quick things right off the top. You can get all the show notes over at wppluginsa2z.com. If you got a few minutes, we greatly appreciate your time over on Stitcher Radio and up in the YouTube channel, or up on the iTunes and Google Play, subscribing to the show and basically, subscribing to the show and get my buttons all working correctly here. Subscribing to the show and leaving us reviews. The reviews really help out the show quite a bit there. Also, check out our training videos up on YouTube. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, it's greatly appreciated. You can catch us here live on a weekly basis now. And also go check out the screencast and training videos. And there'll be more training videos coming as I prep for more of my WordPress meetup groups that I'm doing here in Victoria. And the meetups are coming. You can also follow the show over at Twitter, WP Plugins A to Z, and on our Facebook page. All the links for those are in the show notes. With that being said, it's time to dive right into the meat and potatoes of the show. Right. And first off, the plugin I've got for you this week here is one that I got from an interview I did with a developer that hasn't quite hit yet. The interview is coming. And buttons everywhere. Got to get used to a whole bunch of new stuff here. I got new software, new everything. At any rate, Scheduled Tweets is the name of the plugin. This is a great little plugin. I have just recently got it set up on my website and getting my SEO person to start doing some work with it. But it allows you to schedule Twitter tweets directly from your WordPress dashboard. You know, Twitter is a useful tool. It's great for marketing to help you get your message out there in front of people. The hard part I've always found with Twitter is you got to manually send out the tweets. This tool here will allow you to go in, schedule tweets. You can set them up, set up a whole month's worth of tweets or more. You can create campaigns, tweet campaigns, group them all together, set them out to go out in groups. all from within your WordPress dashboard. This is looking to be a quite an excellent plugin, completely free, which is of course a major bonus for it. They haven't gone yet to a premium version. Of course, it's a really new plugin. They just released it not too long ago, and not enough people are using it yet. I suggest you get out there and give this one a try if you're using Twitter in any way, shape, and form, and you want something to help you with the marketing of all of your Twitter stuff. Go check this one out. This is a fantastic looking plugin. So far, setup and functionality on my site has been great. So I give this plugin a 5 dragon rating. All right. Start to show off with a bang today. All right. And currently, this show is brought to you by Take the work and worry out of maintaining and caring for your WordPress website. JohnOverall.com has 20 plus years experience and offers hosting, maintenance programs, emergency support, and more to keep your site up to date and running smoothly. We offer free estimates and only bill you for the time used, not by the block. While you're caring for your business, let JohnOverall.com care for your website. Think of us when you think of WordPress. Visit JohnOverall.com. Absolutely. Go visit johnoverall.com for all of your WordPress needs. I can help you out with pretty much everything you need. And that's me moving things around on my screen. Got to be able to get to everything I need. Need to see the new recording software to see how well it's pulling in the sounds. Okay. And so that brings us up to what else do we got going here? Oh, X2 Marketing is your full service digital marketing and brand development agency. Whether you are a solopreneur, small business, or enterprise level company, power up your marketing with X2. From WordPress to ClickFunnels, landing pages to social campaigns, SEO, paid ads, Infusionsoft, management, and more. Visit X2 Marketing and get in touch with Marcus about your digital marketing needs. And Marcus is really quite great at all that stuff. So go check him out at x2marketing.com. And currently, we do have a contest running for WP Plugins A to Z. We started middle of October. It was a rough month getting things back in shape. And it's for the interactive US maps donated by Botras, which we reviewed in episode 368. Go check it out. The contest is running until the middle of November. We're giving it a little extra time this time, and eventually we'll get the contest rotated around to where they're on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. It's taking some time to work everything out. Anyway, this is a great plugin. Get yourself a free copy of this plugin. All you do is go over to wppluginsa2z.com/contests and enter the contests for all the info you need. Very simple. All we need is your email address and your name. Well, not even your name, just your email address. So go check it out. Great contest. Win yourself a plugin. And we have in the queue 3 additional licenses coming up that more developers have been giving to us. We've been getting more and more support from the show, from all the development community out there. And as I've mentioned, I've been doing a lot of interviews with developers. I've still got 3 more scheduled in the next coming weeks. I've got 2 in the hopper. I've released a couple in the last week. So you're going to hear more and more from all of the developers out there about the different plugins we do. So stay tuned to this channel for more of that stuff up and coming. Subscribe to the podcast to get the interviews. Those are not done live. All right. Next couple of plugins for you. I actually have 2 plugins for you here on this in this segment. The first one is something to help you speed up your website a little bit. It's called Reduce HTTP Request, Disable Emojis, Disable Embeds, Speed Up WooCommerce. This is a pretty long name for a plugin that basically helps you speed up your WordPress website. It helps you get rid of things by getting rid of the emojis, the gravatars, the embeds, the query strings, speed up WooCommerce. They've got support to disable pingbacks, disable trackback, close comments, and et cetera, disable WooCommerce scripts and CSS on non-WooCommerce pages. All of these things here can help speed up the performance of your website and help you obtain higher rankings in the search engines and higher speed for your users. There's a lot that this plugin does. I've just started experimenting with it to see how I can improve my websites with it. And something I'm also going to do with client sites because speed is paramount importance. And this is a really great plugin, so as far as I can tell. Again, it's a free one. our favorite kind of plugins. You just set it up and go in and tweak and turn off and on all the little things you want to turn off and on with it, and away you go. And it might gain you half a second, but hey, half a second can mean the difference between a sale and not a sale. Many people won't even wait half a second for a page to load. So think about that. So go check it out. It's called Reduce HTTP Requests, Disable Emojis, Disable Embeds, Speed Up WooCommerce. And I give it a 5 dragon rating. Okay, and the next one I've got in here is a nice, simple, and sweet plugin. Now, from time to time, you may have the need to create a list of all of the plugin details for the plugins you have on your site. And in that case there, you're going to want something that is going to make a nice, good, clean list besides you going in there and copying and pasting from the page to see what it has. So at any rate, what this plugin does for you is it allows you to go in, create and export a plugin details list. So this is something that can save you a fair bit of time if you're just working up around getting all of your plugin details in order. So simple, sweet. It exports out the plugin name, the description, the author, inactive or active, whether it's active or inactive on your site, the current version that's there, update an update available, yes or no, and whether it's got a new version available. Really nice plugin to help you with the managing of your site or in migration or things you're turning off and on. This is just a way to help manage what you're up to and what you're doing. So go check this plugin out. Very simple, sweet. It's our favorite kind of plugin. Just kind of works. So I had to give this one a 5 dragon rating. Okay, listener feedback, clips, etc., etc. We like listener feedback. So if you've got listener feedback for us, drop into WP Plugins, A to Z.com, go down to the lower right-hand corner, click on the Ask a Question, leave us a voicemail via SpeakPipe, contact us through our contact page, contact us through Twitter or Facebook page. We do get back to you, sometimes not fast because, well, I still got to make a living. So I got to work and things like this sometimes hit the back burner, or if it's an email, sometimes it gets buried in the inbox, but I do eventually respond always. So feedback is always a great thing. This week here, I've got a little bit of feedback from one person here. I got an email from the guys over at happity.com, and they've got a new plugin. Uh-oh, something's wrong with their site. Either that or my typoing on it. Probably my typoing. Happity.com. Let's bring it up here. There it is. Happity.com. Probably my typo. At any rate, this is a plugin that allows you to live stream to your website and to other multiple screens. But what they asked me is they're looking for someone to help them with marketing their plugin to it. Then this plugin allows you to broadcast to multiple places. It's a really interesting plugin. I haven't fully checked it out yet, but it is in the queue to be reviewed since they brought it to my attention. But they're looking for someone who might help them do the marketing for this. So if you're that kind of person, go contact them over at happity.com and let them know John from WP Plugins A to Z sent you there and that you are willing to help take their money and help market their plugin. They do have a budget, so go check them out. And this show, a value for value model, meaning if you get any value out of it, please give some value back. And in that vein, we'd like to acknowledge those who have supported the show in the past week. All donations, $50 and over, are read out and their note is published in the show notes. And those below $50, they remain anonymous, and we thank you very much. And this week here, Jez Webb, PTY Ltd, sent us in a donation of $50, and he had to say, this donation is on behalf of Hunter Valley Amazing Wine Tours in Australia. It is a WordPress website created by Jez Webb at jezwebb.com.au. And thank you for continuing to review and discover new plugins, Jez. Jez, thank you very much. We really appreciate your support of the show. Your support really helps us cover the cost that we've got to put out on a regular basis for the transcripts, which are currently up to date, and the new one's going up today. So we get the current transcripts for the show about 4 to 5, sometimes 6 days after the show is published, but they do get up on time and on cue now. It's amazing what happens when you've got an additional person to help you out with the work. So a big thank you out to them, and a big thank you out to those who came in under $50. You know who you are, and thank you for the weekly subscriptions and the small subscriptions that come in through Patreon and other donations. Thank you very much. Your support for the show is fantastic. Every little bit helps the show out. And if you'd like to support the show, you can go to WPPlugins, a2z.com/donate, where I've made it quite simple to donate now instead of all the complexity I had. It's a simple form, fill it out, choose the amount you'd like to donate, click enter, it takes you to PayPal, and boom, you're done. So that's the way you can donate to the show. As simple as I can possibly get it without standing in front of you with my hand and saying, just put cash here. And final plugin I've got for you today. At first, when I discovered it, I was hoping it wasn't a freemium plugin, but it is a freemium plugin. But it looks like I may go for the premium version. Who knows? Maybe they'll send me a copy that I can test out. The freemium version, though, this is called Mailchimp Manager. And if you use Mailchimp, which many people do, and I use Mailchimp for managing our mail list, and if you've used Mailchimp's interface, you know what a chore it can be sometimes. And that chore just makes life difficult to work through and get everything functioning. This plugin here allows you to do all of your campaign management, including the templates you're building out to send to your newsletter list from the back end of your WordPress website. You connect it up through the API key. You go in, you build out your campaign. They don't show it in the images they have here, but as I was working through it, you can choose the template layouts that you want to do from default ones. They have more layouts available once you get into the premium version from what I've read. You also get the ability to have more than one campaign running from your website. You could just create a website if you have multiple campaigns like I do for under the same account. You can have them all running through the one website too. There's a lot you can do with this and manage your WordPress from within inside your WordPress, or manage the Mailchimp from within inside your WordPress. The advantages to this, well, to me, it looks like the advantages would be one, I get to publish that email newsletter right on my website at the same time it's pushed out to Mailchimp. Yeah, you can do that the other way around, but it's not as easy. The other is I manage the content in one spot. And when you're working on something and you have to pull together a newsletter for a particular website, you have to go back and forth between Mailchimp's thing. If you're inside your WordPress dashboard, you have more information right at your fingertips. Could save you a minute or two, but in everything, the more minutes you can save, it adds up to hours. All in all, it looks to be a really great plugin. I would give it a 5, but of course, being the freemium version, it gets knocked down 1 point just by default. Once I get a chance to look at the premium version, we may up the volume to it to a 5. But go check it out. It's called Mailchimp Manager. Relatively new plugin. Looks to be well built and working well. They are working on some extensions on it to do additional stuff to it according to their website. So this is something you'll want to check out. So it's Mailchimp Manager, and I give it a 4-dragon rating. Okay, and that wraps it up here. I covered up scheduled tweets, which I gave a 5 to, reduced HTTP requests, which I gave a 5 to, export plugin details, which I gave a 5 to, and Mailchimp Manager, which I gave a 4 to. So all in all, not too bad. Good roundup of plugins. And of course, the usual reminders. Be sure to go check out our YouTube channel for screencasts and training videos and more live stuff coming. I've been working with talking to my brother, who is a gaming streamer, and he's helping me to set up some proper streaming software on my computer. Everyone knows I've got a new computer. It's just been up and running for about 3 weeks now. So I've got a whole lot that I'm reincorporating in here. New audio software. Hopefully, if you download the show from the podcast channel, you'll hear the nice, cleaner, better sounding audio. Let me know what people think. Also, I want new streaming software so I don't have to use Google Hangouts and I can get better, cleaner software and have more interactivity with the listeners out there. I noticed there was 3 or 4 of you up on the channel there, and it'd be nice to interact with the chats on that. I want to bring a little bit of interactivity back to this show. And since I've been able to reorganize my time to bring back the weekly live show, this is going to happen over time. And it's simply because I truly enjoy doing the show. And that's where we're at the moment. So, other things, note to developers, if you'd like to support the show, go and offer up a premium license to give away. Go to WPplugins, A to Z.com/plugin contest. And that's it. Subscribe to our newsletter if you're not already subscribed, where we're starting to include better quality news and information there. We're up in our game, basically. We've been running along for a while, just sort of moving, but everything else is slowly improving bit by bit. And be sure to tune in here, and it'll either be 12 or 2 p.m. as the standard time. I'll know sometime over the next few days, and just tune into the YouTube channel. You'll see it posted as the next live time. So go check it out. That's pretty much everything I've got for you. Thanks for coming in and listening to the show, folks. It's greatly appreciated. That's all we got for you now. Take care. Bye-bye.
Reminders for the show. All the show notes can be found at wppluginsatozed.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the Thursday newsletter for more useful information directly to your email inbox. WPPluginsAtoZ.com is a show that offers honest and unbiased reviews of plugins by developers because you support the show. Help keep the show honest and unbiased by going to WPPluginsAtoZ.com/donate and choose one of the weekly donation levels or make one that fits your budget. Help us make the show better for you by subscribing and reviewing to the show at Stitcher Radio, Google Play, and in the iTunes Store. You can also watch the show live on YouTube. Check out the screencasts and training videos, and remember to subscribe to us on YouTube. Or follow the show on Twitter at WPPluginsAtoZ. John can be reached through his website, www.johnoverall.com, or send him an email, john@wppro.ca. Marcus can also be reached through his website at marcuscouch.com or Twitter at marcuscouch. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the show. This show is copyright by johnoverall.com. So until next time, have yourselves a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be out there on the globe today. And that's all we've got. Take care.